I want to read a section here. It says that some purchasers may have. So key takeaways that some purchasers may have consumptive intent in buying tokens does not mean a token is not security, particularly where issuers' own words suggest investors should consider buying such tokens specifically because of the potential for a return on their investment.
Yeah, see.
So as a result, issuers should therefore carefully consider how they describe their network and the tokens that support them.
Okay.
So this is implying that LBRY had said at some sort of publication, article, whatever,
through their marketing materials, because they had like a public sale, right?
Right, they did.
ICO.
It was an ICO, yeah. And so if you're selling a token and you are part of that sale, you're describing the token as like an investment utility, investment tool, obviously right there is a security. And so no matter how much utility you add to your security token, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I wonder how direct you have to be in the in those wordings as far as what is it that either implies that it's an investment vehicle or not.
Yeah.
Right? Are they directly just saying, hey, because there has been examples of that. I think even Ripple itself, which is another huge impending case, right? I think I don't think they had an ICO because it was spun up before. I think even ICOs were a thing.
Yeah.
But at some point during their lifespan, they did some sort of marketing initiatives, and they were out there basically publicly stating, buying Ripple is a good financial, decision, investment. There's a good future outlook for the potential for it to increase in value.
Yeah.
That has been recorded and logged, and I'm pretty sure presented during this court case. And even though for whatever reason everybody thinks Ripple's got like a home run case,
for some reason,
I don't. Based on this, they're fucked.
Well, not only
based
that,
on this outcome,
not only based on this, but their own like court documents for Ripple case, like it's clearly a security. But some people obviously just they have an opposite opinion that we do about it.
Yeah, I guess it could potentially be like a media thing where there's an obvious bias, It
could be.
I don't know. But the point is, we don't know either. We're not the ones deciding these cases. It's just...
Yeah. And it's likely going to be settled, which doesn't provide any clarity on the situation at all.
Yeah, to people like us, founders, right? People who want to design token systems, ecosystems, whatever, decentralized. Everybody recognizes if you're trying to build anything in the Web3 space that has even a shot at being decentralized in the future, token incentives are a massive component to that.
Yeah, that's right.
You need these things in order to galvanize, interest from a community who are willing to support the network and ecosystem, right? That's what LBRY said when they launched their token. Mm-hmm. It's like they have a service here, a decentralized like file storage service, I guess, to where you can create things like a YouTube-like product or anything else that isn't, operated by a centralized body. So these tokens play essential roles in that. So, I mean, but that's not what the SEC is saying they have a problem with, right? It's whenever you market these things, just please don't, I don't know how I could do it. Just don't, because I just said it, like incentive. Like, what is the incentive to participate, right? It's some sort of value gain.
Yeah, but right? But the incentive to participate in the context of what we're doing is the activity that you're performing in order to generate some value for yourself.
But what value? In the form of a token, right?
In the form of a token.
Yeah. So
it's different than give me your money and I'll give you a token.
But that's the thing. If it was a set value, like as if like you perform a task, you're going to receive, I don't know, $10. And it's that $10 you earned, it's always going to be $10.
Or it could be 10 tokens. That 10 tokens could be $1,000 or 50 cents.
Yeah. That's where I think it gets squirrely from the SEC's perspective, I guess.
Really?
I think so.
A variable value? I don't
potentially. Because
I guess you are giving them value. That's
you're giving them the perception of like a future gain, I guess. Like even if you're participating, it's like fuck. There's potential here.
But you're doing work as a return.
Maybe it's not the participants the SEC is worried about. It's the investors,
the purchasing,
the people who buy these tokens only to speculate.
Yeah, because if people want to, let's say, waste their time on doing something stupid or ridiculous or something valuable, and they get a token for it, I mean, that should be up to the person.
Yeah, that's fine. Like there's that obviously passes the Howey or fails the Howey test, right?
But if somebody says, "I'll give you $10, you give me tokens," then that
you don't have to do shit beyond that point, right?
Correct. That's a problem.
Yeah,
because you're giving the $10 because you're expecting a return.
Because if you're trying to market an ecosystem, it's like, okay, you're not trying. I mean, obviously, your demographic marketing wise is the investor community, right? Because you need them to create a market value for your own token, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the participants. You have to have outside stakers come in and be a part. That is another way of participation.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like mix these different like narratives in this marketing approach. Like, you know, you want participants, right? You could target participants without sounding like that.
Yeah, but this implies that you are needing capital to start a business. And so you are selling tokens for that capital so that you can hire people to create the product that you're trying to create. Mm-hmm. But there's a different side of use case for a cryptocurrency is you create an ecosystem of work, do the work, and you get compensated in this token.
Yeah.
I feel like that's materially different than give me money and I'll give you token.
It is. Absolutely.
Right?
What I'm saying though is you're addressing both of those actors of an ecosystem, the people you want to contribute work and time value, human value, and in return you're compensating them with ecosystem value.
Yeah,
right?
but the distinction that I'm trying to make is that with this sweeping loss to the SEC, which implies that every token is a security.
Yeah.
I just laid out a scenario where this token is not a security.
Which one?
The one where you create an ecosystem of work and then you compensate the actual worker for that effort.
Well, that's kind of like LBRY had the same thing going for it, didn't it? Like you're contributing to the ecosystem by uploading content.
But they sold tokens.
Yeah, I know.
That's the difference.
But that's not what they're saying. They're not mad. I think that's probably like the umbrella solution to this. If we all just stopped taking people's money for issuing tokens, the SEC would have a much more laxed position on everything, right? Because that's like step one to the whole Howey process, right?
Yeah,
but that's not that's not the takeaway from this. They're not mad that they sold stuff. They're mad that they convinced people that the stuff that they sold was going to eventually become more valuable.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that's another part of the Howey process, right?
You're assuming, I'm going to get a return on this
in a common
investment.
Enterprise or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So LBRY. So I mean, obviously, there's tons of gray areas, even in like Howey's definition.
Yeah.
Clearly, Howey shit is we need a new Howey.
Yeah.
Let's call it fucking, I don't know, whatever the name of Ripple.
Yeah. What's his name? Yeah.
I don't know. We need a new benchmark case for the Web3 space because there's more variables to it.
See, but that's the thing is there won't be a benchmark case until somebody defeats the Howey test and comes up with a better test. Yeah,
it's like, okay, we have these Howey-esque derivatives, or no, these Howey-esque principles.
Yeah.
But there's these other derivative contributing factors that need to be accounted for in order for sustainability to be achieved.
And therefore, this is not a security.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.